Goes into the quarterfinal. It's time for Foggy versus Lin, the greatest orc that this game has ever seen, against a two-time WGL finalist in Foggy, and also a two-time bronze medalist. One title, of course, goes to Lin. He is hungry for more. He has the best Elo rank in this entire tournament, above Lin, the strongest orc in the world. Foggy's task seems impossible, especially when you ask Mr. Remo Demo.
You sounded like Bruce Buffer right there. The strongest orc in the world, weighing in at 225 pounds, with his grunts in his right hand, the raiders in the left hand. I like that one, Neo. You should do a cast just like that. I think that would be looking quite good. Like Lin has been looking quite good recently. He is keeping up the orc hopes, the orc dreams alive. We saw the orc suffering today. The Night Elves have once again had their number, as so often it becomes clear that if you mess up a little bit, you can get punished hard. But Lin, let me tell you, Lin has what it takes to play this perfectly. I have seen him play plenty of games in the past. His most recent performance against Lawlight, for example, in the Smile Cup, I think it was absolutely amazing. So I'm waiting for Lin here to show the rest of the Horde how it's done and to finally bring an orc into the semifinal.
Exactly. If Foggy doesn't, or if Lin doesn't make it, we got 3.5 Night Elves, as 15 Sway is able to play multiple races. It's a little bit of a hybrid in the semis. And these two here, they are two of the three remaining players that already made it into a grand final. That the other one is, of course, Lin. Colorful, a debut into the semifinal, and 15 Sway, a debut into this entire tournament. It's unbelievable. Both are going into their 10th Gold League. Both were incredibly successful. Both are decorated with gold, with WGL medals. And so far, this patch against their respective races, it's looking kind of cool for both of them. Foggy with, as we can see him here on the broadcast, he has a positive track record against Orc with 11-9. He took seriouses on Netties versus Fly, versus Focus, versus Soin. There's another orc left that he didn't beat. Oh yeah, that's Lin. His guy is 14-8 versus Night Elf on this patch. And yeah, 3-0 versus Foggy on this patch with a 6-0 win streak. But Foggy is no stranger to this Mission Impossible. That is the match against Lin. GCS Spring 2016, same situation. Foggy ultimate underdog, Lin big favorite, and there it was Foggy to take him out and eliminate that. It is 5 years ago, March 16, 2016. I will never forget that day. Usually Foggy gets one win over Lin every 2 years. The last win of Foggy against Lin dates to September 20, so did he use that win a little too early?
Yeah, just looking at the pure numbers, it's definitely seemingly favoring Lin with a big upper hand here. 84% win rate in the WGL3R info recorded matches between the two. But a lot of these games also happen in like these daily cups where you have to play multiple games on the same day and you have to just go through the motions and rely on the standard sort of. That is never where Foggy is the strongest. He's always the strongest when he can prepare for a long time. We see the maps. Amazonia vetoed by Lin. Echo vetoed by Foggy. There seems to be absolutely no deviation here. We see this every time. Foggy choosing Autumn Leaves and Concealed. And Lin, she's choosing Northern Isles and Last Refuge, Tide Hunters for our first map. Foggy had a full day to prepare. He will have had time to come up with something special and play his very, very best with a tailor-made build, and that's gonna give him better chances than normal.
Let's go. I don't want to rain on your parade, and it's absolutely true that Foggy is the strongest when it comes to gold leagues, and he can prepare, but this is their 7th encounter in a gold league, and the score is 5-1 for Lin. He needs all your support. Spam that Froggy to support Foggy. Raise your arms for the Spirit Bomb. Foggy needs it. What did he come up with? Will he be the third Night Elf to destruct the Horde, or will it be Lin saving them as he did so often and keep the dreams of a Moon versus Lin grand final alive? We got Foggy for the Ukraine praying from the Belarus in the upper left hand side with a Keeper of the Grove, and Lin of course for South Korea living in China in the bottom right in the red.
We're going to see again what we've seen plenty of times already today and throughout this tournament. It's going to be a keeper versus Blade Master. And Lin here with an early shop along with the barracks. This can be done if you go for a bit more lumber and sacrifice a bit of gold income early. And I like that a lot. You can go to the middle right away with some healing. And also going to send out a peon scout to make sure he knows what's going on. Of course, we expect the Keeper Hunts Expo from Foggy. But, you know, AP push is also something we've seen before from the Ukrainian.
Absolutely. Lin can never be sure of anything because Foggy, he can play something that nobody's really thinking about. When he sees a timing with a certain strategy that might work once every blue moon, maybe at the moment it's the blue moon and he's trying to go for that and surprises his opponent. Foggy's group stage was incredible. Finishing Group D over Lawlight 1-2-0 and 15 Sway, winning that group when many thought, okay, it's going to be hard enough to even survive. But no, Lin looked a little shaky in his Group C, dropping maps against Hawk and Chemico respectively, only beating PCG 2-0, and even there, map 2 should usually go to the Undead, but somehow Lin won that, so decent group stage, but not a perfect one.
Interesting build here by Lin. He's going for the double heal self to have lots of regen going into the middle of the map. Seals at level 2 camp away from the Keeper, which is pretty cool. And didn't get a speed scroll. Feels that it's too expensive. As many orcs have told us already, completely unplayable nowadays.
Dude.
Saves that money and rather is going to go quicker into more grunts. Peon deny here would be big. Oh, and he misses it.
Okay.
The damage roll, I think, a little low right there. And the experience goes to the Keeper, but not quite yet level 2.
Okay, there's a little green spot at the bottom of Foggy's base. He can easily go for that or contest more in the main. There is an expansion, so I think the possibility of an AP push is out the window. And also the possibility of an early protector close to Lin's base shouldn't be possible anymore with this Wisp going down. Blade Master is tanky. Keeper does decent damage. And the staff goes to Foggy. And in the past 6 years, this was always his key to victory. Using staffs in this matchup. A classic.
Yeah, it's his favorite item. Does it in many other matchups as well. And I feel like he was the first Night Elf to really hyper use it. Nowadays we see it a ton from many out there. Blade Master gets level 2, double gauntlets, not the greatest finds. Going to the marketplace, could sell them perhaps for some slippers. We'll see what we have in there. Oh, actually going past the marketplace, looking for a bit of a creepjack, but Foggy creeping it very safely. Over at the green, got his level 2 there, now finally has Treants as well. And going to creep up the natural. Oh, and the timing for Lin, really unfortunate, just barely missing that timing there of the Keeper.
Okay, so far pretty decent for Foggy. Just as a disclaimer, Foggy, as I said, playing from the Belarus on a Chinese server, Lin living in China, so you can probably predict how the ping is looking like, but in the group stage, Foggy showed that that is not an issue at all. We're going for the marketplace here at this beautiful, beautiful scenery. Claws of attack for him as well, and the one big consumable on the northern side of the map, which is big healing. Tanking against possible entangled focus, always nice.
Gets one last hit. He got the second one. No, wait, that was a Treant. Sorry. Didn't get the second one. But got a bit more experience there from that Treant, and decent early game so far for Lin. Keeper was not allowed level 3, and the Blade Master got some good experience, getting close to 3 himself. We see the Lodge and Bestiary again, which is pretty much standard nowadays, same as the slower Night Elf tech. But the Keeper continuing to creep. Is that level 3? This is a big deal. I think it should be enough.
I think so too. Blade Master's not close by to interfere with this. 2.9 and boom, this glorious animation signaling level 2 and Tangle. Okay, Bestiary up, Plotch up, second hero coming. This is pretty much the norm. Lin also not moving away for the Wind War critical strike build. Prevents the tree from rooting though. Nice.
Always a bit annoying. Gonna force the last dust here. That's kind of relevant. Now there's gonna be no detection against the Blade Master anymore. And the Shadow are gonna start creeping very carefully, very safely at the small camp. Oh, Blade putting in some good... He's got the heal potion.
Yeah.
He can keep pressuring here if he wants.
Also, sick HP pool with the 2 gauntlets and the ring. Not willing to drop him, so not styling on Foggy here. But yeah, Foggy's very hurt, and he is the one having to move away from his own expansion. Wow, there's a tiny bit of pressure from the Hunt in the main.
And Lin knows that this Kelly staff is on cooldown, so the Keeper can't go towards the other side, towards the Shadow. But he's level 3. That level 2 Entangle is going to be dangerous. He doesn't quite get the Expo cancel here, but still a lot of space bought for the Shadow, who got another pair of claws to be given over soon. And Lin is going for his own Telly staff now.
Alright. Man. The tension here. There's always electricity in the air when it's Foggy and WGL. And so far, he's holding his ground quite well. None of these players is getting a big advantage early. It is, I guess, a normal build for Lin as well, with Serpent Wards and Heal Wave. Here comes Foggy, but there's already a Snake Pit established. Do you want to fight into this?
One Shaman is here for the Purge. Not using it yet on the Grunt, surprisingly. There it is. Purge now coming through. Wind Rider being pulled back. Not much anti-air against this Wind Rider here, is there? Only Archer and the heroes, I suppose. Serpent Ward's doing good damage. It's going to be units being traded. Hunter's going down. Grunt's also going down. First Grunt falling. But the Blade Master DPS is not too bad. Speed Scroll to run away. Try to save the Grunt and the Wind Rider. And the heal cell running in the meantime. Very nice. Purge comes in, saves the other Grunt. Great play here by Lin. Oh, but he runs the Grunt back in. Acid Bomb might result in a loss here. Blade Master was chasing for some kills as well. I think he may have gotten the Archer in the middle.
Not too sure.
Back to the shop.
This Grunt is going down. Hunter chasing. Foggy did a lot of damage, but Lin did a magnificent job of saving units in total. So this could have been way worse. If that's an orc with weaker control of his army, then this Creepjack is devious, might be even game-breaking. But no, Lin salvages this so well. Gets a wisp on the map. Blade Master taking care of the shop. So Staff of Sanctuary might be a little late. And yeah, exactly. That's also no clarities. Of Sanctuary? What do I mean? Preservation. Staff is staff.
Foggy wants to keep playing aggressively here, but he's so hurt. He's got a heal scroll, but that's only going to partly heal this army. Uses it before the fight. Blade Master returns from the main. Blade Master cancels some building in the Nile of Main base. Not sure what it was.
Shop.
Perhaps the second Ancient of War. I was a shop, okay. Purge again, but the Grunt, I think, is going to die once more here to the Acid Bomb. Blade creating space. Lin wants to get the next big item here. He's almost level 3 on the Shadow Hunter.
Lin is bruised, though. It needs a lot of clarities. Oh my god, he got 3 claws.
Hell yeah, baby. We're gonna get some big crits over here soon. Acid Bomb, again connecting. That was the last one for a long time, though.
Yeah, especially with the lack of clarities. And again, Foggy is doing damage, but can't get the kills. That also results in 3, 2, 1, 4 levels only. He spent a lot of time pressuring, not creeping, which is very easily doable with an Alchemist, of course. And Lin on the other side, he is getting these kills. 2.8, 2.9, extremely close to the so important 3-3. And with the Wyvern in the air and the Grunts up front, easy to creep that, and boom, there it is.
And Lin so far not at all concerned with the counter expansion. Is he expecting Foggy to go greedy tier 3? If he is, then he might be coming in for the punish here. But no scrolls in the shop anymore. Foggy got those with the Alchemist, Heal Scroll and Protection Scroll.
4 claws! These crits are gonna be off the charts. 171 already.
Dude, this push is gonna be scary.
Yep. But he sees the peons moving out. Yeah. That was supposed to be a counter expansion, I guess. Foggy still has a TP. He has a heal scroll, he has a protection scroll. That's not the case for Lin. It's only level 1 heal wave.
Foggy with the counterattack here. That's smart. He's trying to distract from his expansion and trying to buy time. Raider comes in. Ensnare at the ready. Foggy got a TP home. He's going to lose 1 archer only. And Lin scouted the tier 3.
Okay, how far is it? Did you catch that?
Should be like halfway done or something.
Okay. Foggy breaking upkeep, so not as conservative, not as patient as Colorful. And I guess he's in a situation where he needs more supply as well. And Lin continues creeping, wants to solve this matchup with high levels. Also here, the value of this Wyvern, man. Incredible.
So many claws. Claws on the Shadowhunter, honestly not too bad. He's got decent attack speed. And gonna be almost level 3 here. Level 4, I mean. Big Invo Potion, good find. And here comes the counter expansion. Finally. Is that too late, though, is the question.
Far
Foggy
away.
with a big supply lead.
Far away from Foggy's base. Opposite side of Foggy's expansion. Might not want to move too far away from his 2 bases because he has no TP. That's expensive. Foggy rather masses 67 supply, 20 supply lead. As it should be. Big Invo Potion as well. Excellent.
Then finally got the heal scroll. Now perhaps feeling eager to take that fight, but down a lot in supply. First purchase flying in. Shadow Melt can be used. I don't think there's detection here to detect these Huntresses. Blade Master in the back, forcing the Invo Potion quickly. Heal scroll coming in right away. The Wisp detonates are huge.
Oh
Shadow
my!
Hunter's completely dry.
That was nerf, but just use more Wisps, I guess. There is detection at some point because he was focusing that Blade Master maybe with the Huntress and Sentinel, exactly. Orb is doing some damage and Lin abandons the idea of pushing forward. Foggy's still with the massive supply lead. The gap is closing a little bit. Still Lin, no upkeep. Foggy is, but Foggy on 2 bases, Lin is not. Potom comes in.
Gonna be a better position here for Lin if he can retreat further out into the open. But everything's so hurt now for him. Mana, again, the problem for the Orc. He's setting up a shop at the expansion. That's very important. Does he have big enough of an army to hold here?
16 supply lead it is. Can he slaughter a hero? The Hunt's having a hard time, of course. Acid Bomb on the blade, going for the Invo Potion immediately. Wyvern still up in the air. Shaman in the backside. Law, very, very hurt. Takes out the Raider. And now the Focus Fireman raining arrows on that Grunt. Taken out immediately. Level 3 on the Alchemist, and that's the big upside. But Lin establishes a Snake Pit here. Can he take care? Does he even need to? He's slaughtering Shaman left, right, and center. Lin down to 31. And I think the shop won't come up. Trying to go for the Keeper here. Trying to get him out! 210 crit! Bye-bye, KOG!
Oh my god, that was just barely enough damage. The Blade Master's still in trouble here, by the way. The Archer damage long range is really painful. Shop, is it gonna finish? This is a crucial moment. Lin is trying to buy time for the shop to finish, but now Foggy gonna cancel it.
Wow.
Quickly gonna take that out.
The Focus Fire. Detonate on the Lightning Shield as well. Bye-bye, Grunt. He revives the Keeper of the Grove from the altar, not the Tavern, as he needs mana. Foggy was losing a lot, but the supply gap is still the same. It's 20. Lin gets the Expo up, though.
Oh my god, dude. That crit pretty much saved him the game. RNG's is on his side.
Oh,
Keeper now back from the Tavern. But Foggy's big army has disappeared. No longer 70 supply. No, only 51 left. That's going to be dropping down further, perhaps. With Lin still chasing, he's going to get one more kill. He's not too far away from Shadowhunter 5.
Did you catch by any chance if Lin passed 1 claw prior to the Keeper focus? If yes, that is so genius and next level. Because the Blade Master was on 2 claws for the majority of the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure when exactly he did it. But yeah, that was a big crit flying in. And now we're going to have a big consumable. Lots of good ones here. Health Stone, Mana Stone, Heal Awards. Even Wand of the Wind can be great, right? There's not much to spell here for Foggy. He's going to have to bring Wisps, certainly. When's he going to go for the next attack? Foggy is now banking gold.
Okay.
At 50.
Switching gears. Not too bad. Not playing one-dimensional at all. I mean, the army composition, yep, that is very one-dimensional, but that's just the meta right now. Not brute forcing this attack, knowing, okay, I suffered a loss here with the Keeper. I got good levels, though. Owl gives him a lot of information. He's securing an important position, can swap between shop and expansion right there. Creeps up more. 2 heal scrolls for him, 0, nada for Lin.
Yeah, it's gonna need to get one. Kind of surprised the Blade Master didn't windwalk to the middle yet.
He did. He does now, I think. No?
It's illusion.
Got slippers as well.
Alright, the next big item from the lab. Foggy has a big army again. 63 supply. Mana potions, heal scrolls. Lin is gonna be forced to hold again. Try to hold again. Found the Flute of Accuracy, which is not the best find. Doesn't work with Serpent Wards. But the Shadow's level 5. with lots of mana pots.
Yeah, 2 of them. How can he deal with that? Focus fire is crazy. Lin has the upgrade, reinforced defenses, towers hold on for a long time. Can he cancel that? Shop again. Not too important if he takes a look at the inventory of the Shadow Hunter. Oh, Archer. Sacrificed for information, I guess. Maybe a little bit misrallied. Punishes this immediately with Purge again. Treant's taken down 2. And Lin's opening to this fight is not bad.
Doesn't want to fully commit yet. Clarity's running on the Shadow again. He's going to have a lot of mana. Clarity on the Blade Master. I love it. Mirror Image is going to be a big help.
Big mana on the Alchemist, by the way.
This is an awkward position now for Lin. He has to get through this little needle hole.
Also, reinforcements coming from the right-hand side can be greeted with a million arrows. Acid Bomb on a lot in the front row. Blade Master's trying to go into the back, but one volley is pretty much one focus. And once again, Foggy is flooding the battlefield with Wisp for the detonate. There's barely any mana left.
Huge army here for Foggy. The Wisps not detonating yet. We have the Mirror Image coming in once again. He can detonate against that as well if he wants. Blade Master trying to connect with the damage, but it's not much DPS seemingly coming out from the Orc. Shadowhunter still has mana left. Blade Master getting level 5. Here we go. That's going to be the big crits. Healthstone committed as well. Has another Mirror Image to use, and Foggy's army starting to melt.
Keeper, gotta be careful this time. Respect the crit, Foggy, and he does. Portum falls close to level 3. The damage boost is gone. 41 supply left. And what's in the tank for Foggy? Not too much. Not risking the life of his Keeper. And how did Lin hold this, please?
Dude, what a sick hold again. Every time he's down 15 supply, but he does it with wonderful positioning and again with strong heroes. The next fight is going to be begun with level 3 crit as well. And Foggy, perhaps this time he can get these items in the middle.
That looks like it. Blade Master should be there. Invo Potion goes to him. Lin, no gold for a heal scroll.
So that one's going to go to Foggy again. He's going to have 2 heal scrolls once more. Fun game here so far between the two. Great back and forth. Foggy is the aggressor, but Lin able to hold on. Lin, however, still down in supply. Going into more grunts. More shaman.
He's breaking upkeep for the first time. Still even supply. Should be fine for Foggy. But needs to pot him back. Needs to pot him on 3. Keeper close to 5, not the biggest thing. Alchemist 4 is great. He did consume the big mana potion though. 1 mana potion remaining on the Shadow Hunter. Lin feeling confident now.
He's going for the base attack with the Raiders and the Grunts. He's got lots of damage. Oh, there's a Potom up there.
Yep.
Hero kill that would have been great.
Little tiger lady. Shop gone. 2 orbs there. 1 staff. And production buildings hurt.
Then forces the TP back. Is he going to try to take the fight as well?
Was that the entire
He's
army? I don't
eyeing
think
up the
so.
army.
Potom isn't here.
But good position for Foggy. He's protected here behind the Ancient of War. Archers in the back, hard to reach. He's going to get 1 Raider.
Okay.
That was a level up. Level 5 now on this Keeper.
Was for a town portal and the shop is gone, so he needs to retreat to the merchant. Lin still no gold for a heal scroll.
Maybe if he cancels something. Yeah, he cancels something, got the heal scroll. And this would be a fight much further out in the open. He's gonna go in. Speed scroll, heavy engagement, heavy commitment. Blade Master into the back in the middle of all these archers. Lightning shield applied. And that's a lot of damage now from this blade.
Here's the heal scroll. Also, lightning shield on the grunt. Foggy can't detonate against that. Trying to heal spray on top of it, which looks good for now. I think Foggy can clean up the grunt front line. Blade Master is still there, being entangled, being immobilized. And Lin, where the shaman? Once again, super dry. Only 4 of them remaining. Keeper is brave enough to go forward. This Kodo gone as well. Archer back. And Tangle is a shaman killing. Long range archer shot. Foggy again using the max range of the archer for like perfectly, and this must be it or not. 23 supply lead.
Yeah, it seems like that was a little bit too much there for Lin, having heavy losses. Blade Master, I think, was disabled for a long time. He was stuck in Entangle for really long. Maybe he didn't want to use Mirror Image to break out of the, or to break out of the Entangle, because it would have also dispelled the Lightning Shield, but I think he should have.
Foggy playing it careful, not pushing, not going for a main. We're approaching an empty main base gold mine, so he's going for the red. This has broken many players in the past. I think with 20 archers or whatever this is, should be easily doable and has no time to interfere with this, or does he? No.
No. Probably gonna get big experience here. So much damage from these archers. That level 3 bottom gonna pick up Medallion of Courage, which is whatever.
Well, it's a little bit of tankiness against the Blade Master who's critting for 270. It's not the worst.
I think the Blade needs level 6. I think that's what he needs.
He needs Blade Storm. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Against this, Blade Storm is the ultimate weapon. And Foggy needs Heal Scrolls against that, then.
Creeping for a bit of gold here. Lyn not getting any more experience from these creeps. These are pretty much the last creeps on the map.
Heal Scrolls. Absolutely essential for this matchup. Lyn has 1, close to 6-6. Foggy has 1. 5, close to 5, close to 4. Of course, bottom 4 doesn't do too much. Alchemist 5 would be a game changer as well. When the main base is expiring, it's just a matter of seconds.
Oh my god, so many archers. Archers and wisps. These wisps are crucial. Staff back in, and Lyn committing into the fight. Bottom gets level 4 right away, trying to split against the wisps. But so much damage from the backline. Grunts connecting against the archers, doing some damage.
Acid bomb hits them real hard. Detonates again. Great against the shaman. Not so much against the Blade Master. He can't afford to lose a couple of archers. Doesn't really do too much. He's oh, the alchemist info potion last second goes for the Blade Master as well. The heal ward lifesaver level 6. What are we going for? Must be Hex 2. Okay, Hex 3 doesn't do too much. Purge, use. Blade Master down to 50%. Trying to go for the keeper and the alchemist at the same time. Doesn't really work. And Lyn again on the retreat.
Here's the Blade Master experience, 5.9. He has to go for clarity and mana potion right now. Does he have the gold for this?
Can he break him before, maybe? Level 3 Hex. No big bad voodoo. Against the Entangle. Of course, understandable. Going for the production buildings now. Foggy Classic in this matchup. Tears this barracks apart. No grunts, no more.
Grunt that comes down, dies in 1 second.
Save for this one.
Purge.
Okay.
Purge.
It needs to be Blade Storm, and here we go! Waiting for it, looking for the perfect position. Maybe he's too hurt already. The physical damage, there's the middle of everything. Foggy was expecting this. This took way too long to set up, if you ask me. Keeper in trouble, heal ward again. There's nothing to save him except this staff. And now this Shadow Hunter is in trouble, and so is the first map for Lyn. Archers raining down! A little bit of healing. Woohoo! Heal potion as well. Blade Master still in the fight, but GG! Foggy takes map number 1.
Oh my god, what a crazy game. Lyn almost had it there. Foggy always gas on the pedal, going forward, looking for that kill, looking to win this game. Lyn withstanding for a long time. It was that one fight in the middle, I think that was the mistake, when he pushed towards the to the Night Elf base. If he played that more passively, if he's more on the receiving end, more with fighting with home turf advantage, he would have been level 6 faster, and he could have been able to use that Blade Storm perhaps in a better position. But what a great game, and Foggy takes the lead here.
Foggy and Gold League, name a more iconic duo. It is so spectacular, it's so special. And what a performance, playing this so well. This damage is just absolutely nuts. If you have the tier 3 archers, that's the key.
Yeah, absolutely. And this tier 3 tech just not able to be punished right now by the orcs. Just seems to work every time. Lyn was in a pretty good position here early, or on the 50 supply stage. Maybe he should have gone all in. Maybe that's a consideration nowadays, but of course that's always a risk. If that push doesn't work, you will have lost the game. So many sick holes though by Lyn.
Foggy, compared to Colorful and Moon, I think the only player that still values Wisp Detonates so much. There was constantly 5 Wisps in every fight.
That was a beautiful fight right there. Crit, hit, crit, pot him dead. That certainly must have felt good. But yeah, this is the fight. This is the fight where Lyn really lost control. And he didn't really need to fight right there.
Yeah, Expo was up, right?
Yeah, Expo was up. He was sitting on 5-5. If he just plays it defensively and takes a fight close to his base, where he's going to have the advantage with the shop and with closer reinforcements, he could have been level 6 faster, and then maybe could have engaged into a fight like Windwalk into the back, have the mana potion already, and pop that right away. That Bladestorm. Be ready for the heal spray, use the Hex.
Foggy was so ready. Foggy's also this save here with the Invo Potion last second, game saver maybe for Foggy, or at least allowed him to push forward, and otherwise he would have had to face way more Bladestorm. And I'm really curious, why did this take so long to set the Bladestorm? He was just going for the Keeper, right? Isn't it better to go for the Archers and just wipe them out entirely?
Yeah, when he got level 6 right away, he didn't have enough mana, so he had to go to the shop first, get the mana potion, and then go in.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then he didn't have the Windwalk anymore to get to the perfect position, so an earlier mana potion there perhaps could have also been better, but close game, man. Wonderful back and forth, absolutely. Super fun series so far, and I hope it's going to continue this way. The neutral map goes to Foggy. Now it's going to be Lin's choice, which is going to be Northern Isles, a Last Refuge, I think it was.
I think so. In case you're tuning in late to this broadcast, because a lot of people are tuning in when the match is Foggy versus Lin, this was the neutral map. Remaining are player choices. So Foggy wins the one that favors no one, really, puts himself into a leading position in this fourth and last quarterfinal. Unbelievable. What this kid is able to do on this Netty server, so impressive.
Yeah. He has made us proud many years over. Foggy here once again looking good. Didn't show anything super specific. Didn't show anything that it seemed like he was cooking up in the lab in secret. This was just more of the same, more of the solid build that Niders are doing nowadays with the expansion, coming in early, 3 Moonwells, late tech, and then early Alchemist aggression. I feel like this is something that has developed more over the last half year, being really aggressive with the Alchemist right away against the Shadowhunter, realizing until there's Heal Wave and a good number of Shaman, you can still always pressure well. And the Keeper always seems to make it to level 3 to assist in that aggression, especially on the right map. But the next one is going to be Last Refuge, where we have seen before how much harder it can be for a Keeper.
Okay, is Foggy a talent player, yay or nay?
Nay.
No, right? I mean, Moon doesn't play talents, and if Moon doesn't play something, Foggy doesn't play something. Easy answer, just like that. Okay, ding, ding, ding. Round number 2. Foggy punching for the match points and Lin for the equalizer. Where does this series go? Lin's number 1 map right here, right now.
Late Master Grand Opening, of course, is again what we're gonna be seeing. We saw Focus earlier here winning against Colorful, but honestly, you really shouldn't have. That was a disastrous early game. You should have lost it, but he was able to clutch it out in the end with some really good items. When you have the opportunity, you must cripple the Keeper's progress. And on this map, it's better, easier done than anywhere else. So this must be the priority for Lin. And this might be the map where Foggy is going to come up with something innovative to get those levels that he needs.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more innovation on this map in general, as he knows the odds are stacked against him. If this goes the normal way, then this is Lin's map to take. So why not surprise him here on this map when you have a decent, comfortable lead, when you know it's so hard? We'll see. Focus allowed Colorful to creep up fast on this map, which Lin will never, ever, ever do.
Yeah, would be a huge surprise. Should be the Blade running towards the middle right away, picking up the Circlet, and then creeping maybe a High Priest, and then pressuring the Keeper. That was... Wait a minute. That was a second Burrow. 2 Burrow tech?
Oh.
That's unusual.
Why?
If you have Grunts out earlier, especially if you find illusions, you can creep the Merc camp very, very well. And if you do that, you're also going to have Dispel from the Shadow Priest, so that protects you against a high-level Keeper. Perhaps that a consideration, but yeah, it's definitely unusual to see. It's entangled first, by the way, by the Keeper, so he could kill this Grunt if he invests 3 entangles.
Okay. Goes for the Blade Master first here. Wants to intercept with the Shadow Priest. Ooh. Blade got it. Item as well with the Sentry Ward. But okay, entangle on the Blade. Is that the right call? There's no reveal, right? No hunts, no sentinel. Oh, just a lot of damage.
Yeah. And Lin didn't place the sentry yet. Right here is a great position to see the expo. Oh, wait. What's he doing? Wants to kill the Wisp? How did he know a Wisp was going to be coming there? Well, it's Lin. He knows a lot of things.
Yep.
But now the Blade very hurt. He's going to have to walk a long way back home and heal up. And this sentry positioning may have been seen, so Foggy could deward this with a lab reveal.
Okay, let's see. Second one in the middle to see when Keeper and Alchemist are going for the shop, as that is just the signature creep route once you got the heroes up. Foggy has good eyes on the map, lots of vision. Blade Master a little under leveled, but that's alright as long as the Keeper is not level 2 or higher. Everything is fine for Lin.
Pretty weird that Foggy is so aggressive with the Keeper. He knew the Blade was going to be gone for a long time because he was so low HP. He could have just crept level 2 during this time, but, well, I guess not here. The Grunts now, 3 out of them already. They're kind of protecting each other. If they're all close together and one gets entangled, the other 2 can lay in the damage against the Keeper and Hunts and everything.
Not bad. Okay, good opening for Lin. Pretty smart. And once again, being an innovator. Being a little different from anybody else. For Foggy, this game is not lost by any means. Just tough map in general. Trying to expand very defensively.
And I think that one is out of sentry vision range. It's pretty far away. So this should not be seen by Lin. Probably wouldn't be able to cancel this anyways. But he sees the Huntresses down there, and that's valuable information.
Shadow Hunter already done. Tech is through relatively quick. D-ward happening. Guess next to a sentinel. Oh no, it bought dust. Okay, and this double burrow, we questioned it. Looking pretty good as he can creep a lot now. An orc not losing a grunt in the early game. It's kind of new. Oh. Maybe he does.
Yeah, you had to do it, Neo. You had to do it, didn't you?
Jinx! Well, safe.
Well, maybe the entangle is going to wear off. Alright, actually everything remains alive. All grunts alive. Expansion pretty far from finished. Keeper level 1. Perfect early game for him.
Pretty much, yeah. Really, really rare to see this in this tournament, that elves are not slaughtering grunts left, right, and center. But Lin is playing them very, very passively. Moved a bit to the south and then approached the mercenary camp. That's all the movement he does, and that's all the movement he needs. The rest is dealt with by the Blade Master, and he was waiting for the Shadow Hunter. Now the grunts shine. Blade Master has no staff, but I guess it should be fine. Just delays the inevitable, the Night Elf expansion.
Yeah, it's gonna be a late expo. Shadow Hunter creeping up freely at the green. Could go over to the Merc camp after that. Also, the Telestaff of the Keeper is still on cooldown, so it's gonna take him a little bit longer to get up there. Yoink! Steals the item. Oh, and it's Slippers. Very nice.
Not bad. And another claw on the north for the Shadow Hunter. We're starting to stack this up again. Do you want more 280 crits? I certainly do.
The Whisk Scout in the north again, seeing the Shadow Hunter here. And okay, Lin going for a bit of a risk. He knows the Creepjack might be coming in, but he knows also that in the meantime, the Tree of Life isn't really entangling.
Okay. Blade Master's causing a lot of trouble, buying so much space. Hoping for a Vamp Aura again, of course. Oh, Blade finally gets the kill. Will he deny it? Blade Keeper, of course. Nope. 2.3, and there's a little bit more mana.
The Huntresses are across the map, trying to deal with the Blade Master. First Shaman is going to be taken out.
Oh, is it though?
But, okay, 2 units go down here for Lin, but it was a big camp for him, and he might be able to steal another item or kill a Huntress.
There's a Sentinel.
Great play between the two here, multitasking on both sides. And that Shaman, oh my god, the Shaman might survive. Purge! Purge. Oh my god, what a save.
Ho, ho, ho. Alchemist says hello. Cancels some healing. That's also sweet. Belt of Giant Strength was the creep item at the mercenary camp. Double Claw for Foggy. Not the biggest deal. Nice to have. But of course, no multiplier. What's the big item from the mer camp here now? Lyn with the circlet at the expansion, getting ready for a counter.
Early counter expansion, I like that a lot. And that's level 3 Shadowhunter strength that he can transition, that he can use to get that counter expansion up. Peon here. No tower. Sometimes we see tower plus expo at the same time. And now Lyn, he could just attack right now with his level 3 shadow.
Is he doing that? Belt of Giant Strength also for the Alchemist pretty good. And yeah, he's distracting. Wait a minute. Is he going for the shop? Is he going for the main? What's going on in Lyn's head?
Oh yeah, he's going for the main. Okay. Some hunts here already quite hurt. Going for the heal scroll as well. And this is a strong timing for Lyn.
40 pop against
Berserker,
40.
that's a lot of damage.
Blade Master only level 1, but good damage regardless. Level 2 Serpent Wards laying siege and killing the first building. Might have been the shop, I'm not sure. Maybe Moonwell.
Yeah, Moonwell it was, I believe. Mass archers are coming out, and they're going to be needed here to deal with these Serpent Wards. The Huntresses have to be kept back. They don't want to run in, because they're going to get shredded by these Serpent Wards. It's going to be the archers slowly poking away at the Serpent Wards. Lots of mana still in the shadow, so Lyn can keep this siege up. Finds a couple of purges, running in, looking for the kills. Blade Master doesn't have crit yet.
Okay, Wisps are ready. Trying to get rid of some of these Serpent Wards. Acid Bomb again. Very, very good. Level 2 on the Blade Master. Gives him a little bit more HP. He's very, very hurt, but the heal wave is ready. Foggy didn't lose his second production building, which is important because the expansion is starting to kick off. He needs more Moonwells now, though he has the 10 supply lead. And Lyn is still waiting for this expo to come up, so he's stuck at 40 for a while.
Did he forget to make a burrow in the main? If he did, that's pretty painful. Love the heal stabs that he had here. So in the retreat, he can heal up the army. Very cool.
Finished now the burrow, so he will follow up. Foggy breaking immediately into upkeep. Very, very different from Moon and Colorful, what we've seen before. Heal scroll on each side, protection scroll for Foggy as well. Against the acid bomb.
And then steals the big item. 1 of mana steal for him is okay. Gonna give that over to the shadow. Huntress run by towards the north.
Lyn smells it though. Lyn smells it, he knows it. Speed scrolls home.
Wait a minute.
Oh! Can he execute this perfectly? 1 hunt goes down, 2nd hunt goes down. Needs 1,000,000 treants to finish this. Is it worth this? Oh no, not even close. Ooh, that was misjudgment.
3 hunts and a TP lost. That's a lot of tempo blown out of the sails for Foggy, and Lyn here now in a great position. This Shadowhunter is level 4 already, and we haven't even had a real fight yet.
Yo. Last Refuge is a wonderful Orcverse Night Elf map, and Lyn is a wonderful Orcverse Night Elf player. And then a map can look like this. But what was Foggy thinking?
Yeah, if you go for that move, you should have, like, Wisp scouting up there to see if you can get the cancel, but, well, maybe he thought he was in a bad position already. He had to try this.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but yeah. Now he's in really bad of a position.
Lots of archers.
Get caught on the high ground. He doesn't, doesn't have a TP.
Nope. He has heal wards though. He has a lot of regeneration here. Zeppelin as well, but can he save all? I don't think so. Purge.
You can just purge the Zep and kill it.
Oh, Keeper in trouble.
Yeah,
Up into that, but crash and burn. Everything combusted and everything dead. Lyn shows how to play this matchup on this map. Demolition.
Yeah. Very, very well done by Lyn here. Great execution. Slow down the Keeper as much as you can. This is Last Refuge. This is the best map for it. And the 2 burrow tech, really interesting. 3 grunts out early, and then they protect each other in case one gets caught by an entangle. The Keeper was under-leveled. He didn't even have treants. He didn't have much DPS. It got a little bit scary when he was creeping the Mer camp. He lost one grunt there, but good defense overall. Even the Shaman survived, and the Shadowhunter experience, the Shadowhunter levels once again carrying hard, and Lin back in the series down to a best of 3.
Finally, Remo, right? Finally you were able to say this. We have the highlights once again. It was just smooth sailing for Lin from minute 1 on. Great harass, great adjustment, great creeping. Just did everything right. And Foggy would have loved to have the same early game as Colorful vs. Focus, but no. Whole different beast. Then an extreme overcommitment here. Let's just get this over with push.
It's a good little confidence booster there for Lin. Game 1, he was under the gun for such a long time, and he was just in survival mode, just barely surviving, barely making it, barely not dying. And then here, he's the one to really pump on the gas and show Foggy, who's the boss here on Last Refuge. That was the most clear Orc win against Night Elf in this whole tournament so far, I think. And gonna lead us to map number 3, Foggy's map choice, which I think it was Concealed Hill. No, Autumn Leaves.
Autumn Leaves, yeah. As Amazonia is vetoed, this should certainly be Autumn Leaves, and we've seen how strong Colorful was on that map. Foggy's under a little bit of pressure now. Yes, he has the big advantage of having that map, but if things go wrong and Lin takes this, then the semi-final is up for jeopardy.
A lot of people expecting Lin to make it through here. He has a winning record against Foggy, but Foggy has eliminated him before. Foggy oftentimes plays his best and shines brightest in these big tournament games. He made it to grand finals twice before in the Gold League. If he could do it here as well, playing from the Belarus on the Netty server, that would be so impressive. Of course, because of that ping difference, Foggy is playing with a built-in handicap, but he's playing it so well, man, so far this tournament. He made it out of the group of death in first place, as we remember.
It's been a while since he made it far in this tournament, winter 2018. In the first 4 times he made it to the Gold League, 3 times top 3. That was just incredible, eliminating the likes of TH there. Lin was one time a roadblock when we were first there, right? In fall 2016 with Rudan. That was Lin a little bit too strong, but yeah, it's just phenomenal what he's able to accomplish. Maybe a little bit of a break here. Foggy likes some extended breaks between maps, refocus, meditate a little. Maybe eat some salad, I don't know.
Foggy, healthy living, healthy gaming. He's gonna go to bed in about 3 hours, so we should have enough time to finish this series.
For after this quarterfinal, by the way, we still have more content for you, everybody. DreamHack, close qualifiers, Europe and America. We're gonna be here the whole day for you, and we have a giveaway thanks to our friends at CORSAIR. It's up via ! giveaway. You can win a CORSAIR K95 Platinum XT keyboard, same that I use. I'm super happy with that mechanical keyboard. Typing like it's on clouds. I did all my WGL prep with it, and my fingers don't hurt. It's all smooth. And yeah, one chance for that, and you can also win 5 Warcraft 3 Reforged keys in case you are not owning the game already. Can play on War 3 Champions with that, the best ladder there is. Jumping into Season 8 with a new map, a little bit of map rotation, new UI, War 3 Champions. Much love to you guys.
Last night I couldn't sleep too well. I played a bit of ladder. I played the new map for the first time against Armin, by the way. And I was so lost, dude. It's such a big map.
Yeah, finally a macro map again. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I crept the big red camp in the middle. I had 4 fiends. I was like, I can snipe the item here, right? And I almost lost my DK to creeps. But yeah, looking forward to discovering the new map, Shattered Exile. Right, that's the name. We're gonna see how that one shakes out. The 2 new maps have certainly seen a lot of play and have looked really good. Autumn Leaves and Tidehunters. We're gonna see Autumn Leaves here coming up next. Really interested to see how Lin is going to counterplay this. It really doesn't seem like an easy orc map by any means. I think especially the lack of proper Shadowhunter creeping on tier 2 looks like a big problem. I wonder if maybe you should skip the first green camp just to give that to your Shadowhunter later on. We're going to find out about that in a moment. We see the maps coming up here, but actually Foggy's choice now is Concealed. That was also his map choice. Autumn Leaves will be coming later, so Concealed it is.
Okie dokie. As always, the question when the score is 1-1, who's gonna claim match points? It's the Ukraine versus South Korea. It is Foggy versus Lin with round 3. Can Lin pick up the momentum and make this a 2-1, or is it Foggy's time on his map to shine again, just as he did on Neutral Playground and map number 1? This map decides so much already.
It'll be an exciting one. This is a map where Foggy in the past played quite a bit of AP pushes, by the way. Lin rarely gets surprised by these, but even he can fall sometimes to those, or at least a couple of his grunts can. Concealed Hill is another one of those maps where there's a couple of green camps sprinkled across the map, where during nighttime the keeper will try to inch his way forward from camp to get that juicy level 3. And it's going to be up to the Orc with really good scouting and movement to prevent that as much as possible.
Okay, same name of the game as always in this matchup. We've seen this a lot today, and there's just little variety in this. But okay, who executes it better? Do you have an idea why Foggy is going for this map compared to Autumn Leaves first?
Maybe he feels a bit more comfortable on it. Maybe he's more familiar with the expo timings. But can't be sure. Don't know. We're gonna see a bit of creeping here first by Foggy. Gonna get 1.7 or whatever it is, hoping for a nice item. So a lot of orcs have been going for just pick up the item, right? And then go for the merchant creep right after, get the level 2 there. I've also seen Lin be much more aggressive than that and attack right away on level 1 to try to slow down that keeper as much as you can. We'll see what he's going to choose here.
Stressful situation, of course. Yeah.
With the ring here for Foggy, good for the Alchemist later, not so good right now. Whereas we have claws again for Lin. He's been finding a lot of claws here today, gotta say.
Yeah, a lot of players are a little favored. We saw that with 15 Sway. Focus was also kissed by Fortuna, and now, well, claws always great. Ring and gauntlets nice for the Alchemist. Blade Master taking a lot of damage, but of course shop is up, tech has started. And Foggy, what? Sees the peon, like, you're not causing any trouble here, my friend. I kill you. Oh. Denied.
Oh, the Blade Master, did he not see the Keeper here passing by? Maybe he did. Ah, he did! And he's hiding himself, trying to come in for the last hit steal timing. Oh, if he gets this perfect, oh my god. What a play by Lin! Are you kidding me?
He's so good.
Oh my god.
He has so much time now. Oh, level 2, glorious play.
And he gets the small one as well.
And this is why he's the best orc in the world.
That was so sick. Every other orc would just right click on the Keeper. Like a brainless smork, you know? But he says, no, I'm gonna hide around behind the corner, gonna wait for you to start creeping, and I'm gonna steal it. And like that, he takes the experience lead. Oh, but one grunt might be dying for this.
Okay. But it doesn't seem to be the end of the world, right? One grunt is okay. It's not great, but he stole so much experience already. Crit unlocked. Treants and Entangle now. Can Foggy get this expo up again? Just as he does in multiple matchups, I think. Very defensively.
Oh my god.
Did he cancel that staff?
No, not really, but he staffed across to try to creep that green camp. But Lin took it first.
Oh. Wow, Lin's reading it like a book.
Wow. A sick early game movement. And that's what I mean. To have this perfect movement, to perfectly keep up with the Keeper in the early, it's so hard to do. A lot of mind games come into it and a lot of experience. And we have seen Focus fail. We've seen Soin fail. Because it's so damn difficult. But Moon here looking good. Lin here. Why am I saying Moon? Lin looking good. I'm thinking of a Moon versus Lin final already, but that is far from happening.
Because he's playing like the greatest, probably.
You know, there's an argument to be made there. There's an argument to be made there.
Can Foggy take this into the late game again, where he has the sick damage? Oh, Keeper almost surrounded, dancing a little with the grunts. Circlet as well,
Hunts
of course.
are creeping in the meantime. Is that level 3? No, not even close. This Keeper has like barely any experience on level 2.
Yep. I mean, with the expansion, you get a good boost as well. Man, usually Foggy's so good with the staff. This time it didn't work. Lin wakes up the creeps. That's even more damage on that Keeper. Incredible how Lin is able to turn this around. The first, like the loss on Tide Hunters must have been a little concerning for him. But he got all the momentum on Last Refuge.
Absolutely. Shadowhunter gonna start creeping now, and he's pretty safe to creep and can easily get level 2 and get some Shaman out because the Keeper was so far away from level 3 for so long. Blade Master's gonna find the Knight of Creeping again. Steal one more last hit.
Oh.
And the next one.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Blade Master's excellence. Obviously a little easier with the ping, but hey, he's just there whenever he needs to be there. Slippers, of course.
Me see Keeper, me patient.
Well, he is.
Yeah. We see the early Wind Rider again this time. We've been seeing that quite a bit here. It's like the new standard, right? Like almost every game now.
Yeah.
We have that early bestiary.
Makes sense, especially when there's a lot of experience on the map and when the game is probably a little slower. Then this Wyvern is super safe and can have a big impact. Finally level 3 for Foggy. Alchemist is out as well. Perhaps of Vitality Expo about to be up. Reveal. Okay, finally a bit of damage on this Blade Master. He has to get this Blade Master under control.
If he wants, Link could go for a Telestaff here and start harassing the Entangled. But the hunts might be kept back, so this could be a waste of money. Instead, he's going into the main, looking for some building cancels again. Interesting.
And if it's a Moonwell, right, he keeps Foggy at least at 50. Is able to catch up, and I think it was again the shop.
Yeah, must have been the shop or the Ancient of War. One of the two. Ling now clearing out the natural. If he gets level 3 here before the first big fight, that would be wonderful for him. Peon coming over already.
Wow.
But the Keeper is here, ready to harass. But that's 3 Shaman out already by the time the Keeper shows up.
Trying to get a little bit of damage on this Wyvern, but that doesn't do much at all. Good damage. Trying to use the Shaman, trying to kill the Shaman. Last hit possibility. No chance at all. Level 3 on the Shaman here, but everything is very hurt.
It might be 3 Shaman going down right here. Some hunts are also gonna suffer. 1 Shaman dead so far. The Blade Master returns.
Pretty
does save itself there barely.
Saves.
Oh, and here comes the Raider. Oh, that's 2 kills.
Oh my god. Of course the arrival of this Raider is perfect because it seems that everything that Lin does today, or now, is perfect.
They can wait for the Ensnare to cool down and he's gonna have another kill. Wind Rider survived on low HP, but it's still standing. Foggy with a lot of losses here, but he's got the expansion so he can recover easier. But that was again good experience going to the Orc.
Exactly. You shouldn't feed the Orc too hard. You can give something away if that buys you time, because time is your most important resource, I guess. But yeah, 40-40 supply that never feels good to be even for Foggy.
Early Kodo Beast. Really early. 1 Wyvern, 1 Raider, 1 Kodo. Okay. Oh no, 2 Raiders. Alright. But the Shaman all died, right? And that's a concern. Hardly any dispel now. Wonderful positioning by Lin, by the way. Shadow on the left, rest of the army on the right, so there's no way for Foggy to get past the lines, past the front lines, and find the castle on the expo.
Lin is in control. It feels like this game goes exactly the way Lin wants it to. And Foggy is just trying to catch up. Needs to play.
He's going tier 3 again. Lin sees it early this time. What's his choice gonna be here now? Wait, the keeper could perhaps telestaff to the south, but he only has level 1 treants. I guess that wouldn't be enough for a cancel anyways. Alright, Lin this time knows marksmanship archers will be coming in. Before too long, there's going to be triple hero, there's going to be orb.
Yeah.
He's going to have to start getting ready.
Foggy trying to have a cool idea with that building there, but of course Lin finds the perfect way to salvage this with his 2 units split apart. He still has the utility of the Raider in the army, just needed a little bit of damage. He has enough damage in his main army, so that's an easy way to deal with this Ogre Lord. And now we got double AoE on this Blade Master with Lightning Shield and Cloak of Flames.
Yeah, that's going to be 30 DPS. That's pretty nice. Would love to have mirror image as well soon, but level 3 has not quite been acquired yet.
Oh, Lightning Shield on the keeper already, trying to detonate, but doesn't find many targets.
Then trying to punish Foggy here for going tier 3, trying to take that fight favorably before the tier 3 upgrades for the Night Elf are kicking in. And Foggy's losing a lot of units. The keeper also dropping low. He can't afford to lose this one. The first hero goes down though.
Oh no, there was a heal scroll on the Alchemist. Maybe not in time. Maybe, I don't know what he wanted there, but the crit again, so sick. And Lin, absolute dominance. And it's GG by Foggy. Nothing on this map went his way. And Lin takes the home turf of the Ukrainian, and this is now match points for the War Chief. What a game, man! What a game!
Dude, this early, what sick movement this was by Lin. And the thing is, a lot of that, like, you can't teach or learn too easily from replays. It's just sometimes intuition. It's just sometimes the star sense and just the legendariness, I guess. Absolutely wonderful what Lin was doing here. And with that good early game, he managed to not fall behind and not have to play the mid game from behind, which happened to so many of the other orcs that we saw in this tournament. Lin moves into the mid game with a decent or perhaps even favorable position. Foggy goes tier 3, and then what happens is what I missed this whole tournament. The tier 3 greed being punished. Fly showed that before, Lin shows it here now. That tier 3 takes a long time to come online, and if you find the perfect timing there to fight, the Night is going to be in big trouble. Here in this creep jack, it looked like Lin was going to be in trouble. Yeah. 2 or maybe even 3 shaman going down, but also Foggy suffering some losses. That Raider timing was amazing.
Excellent, right?
Finding 2 kills, I think even 3. Yeah, 3 kills with the third end snare, or the second end snare rather, coming in there. Wonderful macro, wonderful prioritization of unit production here by Lin.
Arrived at the perfect moment. I'm kinda surprised that there's no Gandalf reference coming from you, but hey, at this point, of course, everything was a little too late. Was there a crit in the end? It looked like it. Oh no, it was actually just a normal damage roll. Could have been saved, maybe, but everything was too late there. The early game is where Foggy lost it, and we keep saying this entire tournament. If you lose the early game, you lose the momentum, and you probably lose the game as well. It's now Foggy who has to win 2 maps in a row versus Lin. Maps being Autumn Leaves and Northern Isles.
Autumn Leaves has looked quite good for the Night Elves recently. It seems like the orcs haven't come up with the perfect movement there yet. Early game movement pattern is like at least 30% of this matchup, I think. And we saw there by Lin, when he moves perfectly across the map, how good the mid game following the early game is gonna look. Earlier when we saw Colorful, he absolutely dominated the early game on Autumn Leaves, and then it was a no contest in the mid and late game. Now I'm very curious. The master himself, Lin, how is he gonna handle Autumn Leaves? What's his movement gonna look like? How is he gonna be able to deal with the Night Elf early?
He can be pretty relaxed now, right? If we take this full distance, then we play map 5, where he wants to play on Northern Isles, where he is so super strong. Foggy's facing elimination. Will this run end in the quarters as it did a year ago? It's tough, man. It is so tough. It feels like Lin found his rhythm, especially with that Blade Master control. That was just unbelievable. What is that?
Warmill.
What? You're not supposed to
play
that.
Farsteer Headhunter.
You're not supposed to play that versus Night Elf. It's not supposed to work against Night Elf.
We see that a ton, of course, all over the place on ladder, also in other matchups, but the first time in Orc versus Night Elf in this tournament. Farseer Headhunters. The big strength of the Headhunters is you can trade very well, you could do good damage, you micro them back, you don't lose any. Later on you heal up with a passive and with heal salves, and you're gonna have better trading and gonna get into a good position in the mid game. The problem is, the Keeper changes that equation. Keeper starts entangling your Headhunters, they all die, and it's gonna be a sad time. Playing around that and preventing this is really hard to do, and this is a callback right to a previous WGL, when Lin was really desperate against Night Elf, which was like 1.5 years ago. He tried this the first time, Farseer Headhunters, and it kind of worked, but not really. And now he's gonna try again.
Still of the opinion that Chain Lightning is amazing versus Wisps. And that's the big upside.
Foggy's definitely gonna get surprised by this. If you know you're playing against Farseer Headhunters, maybe you want to go Entangle first to be able to snipe these wolves easily, but he goes Treants. Finds a ring again once more, certainly not the perfect item. Oh, that one archer, cutting it close.
How many
gonna go down?
How many Headhunters can he take out? Under how much pressure will Foggy be? Kind of similar opening for both of them. Harassing with the first hero, trying to save as much as possible, trying to mitigate the damage.
I have seen Foggy versus Fly, it was, on this map before, where Fly played Farseer Headhunters. And Foggy's strat here against that seems to be Alchemist second and hunts into Dryads. And then be super heavy commitment on tier 2 with a lot of Treants. Prioritizing Treants over Entangle is what he showed there before. Oh, one archer in trouble. It's almost nighttime.
Moonwell as well. Oh, you heard that sound, eh? That's a Moonwell cancel. That's an archer down. This is Foggy showing a couple of weaknesses.
The Keeper kind of exposes his main base here to get level 2. Running across the map, getting the item and level 2, and then running back again. He was on a long journey. But now a big experience lead for Foggy. He's level 2 versus almost naked level 1 on the Farseer, although he got a bit of experience from that archer. But Lin should be far ahead on the tech.
Yeah, definitely. With his hunt build, that always takes a long time. No expansion attempt so far. Farseer's coming back. Little low on mana, but can he cancel this Moonwell again? Looks like it, right? Just started building. Doesn't want to use the Wisps too early.
Oh, nice save there. Keeps that one alive. And the Headhunters are just chilling in the main. They're like, yep, Farseer, you do your thing. We're gonna be ready for you once we're tier 2.
Yep, yeah. I mean, why risk their life, right? I can totally understand. It's nighttime, it's dangerous to go alone.
But Headhunter count must be growing by now. And once there's like 5 Headhunters, you can creep very, very quickly. Foggy's holding this pretty well. He's not losing many Wisps at all. Healing them up nicely, saving them with the Moonwells and with some juggles.
Colorful will probably be happy to see this for a potential semi-final, knowing that this is an option for Lin on this map.
True. True. Some good items here for the Keeper. Mantle, gloves, and the ring to be given to the Alchemist later.
Okay, better early than in the past 2 games, but still not excellent. Lin is getting away with quite a bit. Farseer, Shadowhunter, Shaman.
Shadowhunter. Okay. Serpent wards, I guess, are always good. Going Hex would be kind of risky if there's Dryads coming in later, which we do see a lot against the Farseer, of course, with Dispel also being very good against Wolves. But this game is absolutely not looking too bad for Lin at all. He has lost no units yet. All the Headhunters still alive, but the Keeper's almost level 3. And that is where the big pick-off potential really begins.
Items not so great for Foggy. 1 wolf would be enough. It will probably expire or be recast, right? Because Lin must know. And this is gonna be
he
like...
got it.
He got it? Oh yeah, okay, that's nice. But creep speed for Lin is off the charts. His Shadow Hunter levels will go through the roof.
Oh, Farseer might be forced to TP here if the Keeper follows him with more entangles. Oh, he doesn't do it. With 2 more entangles, I think that should have been enough to either get the kill or force the TP. Maybe a missed opportunity there.
Okay, also the wolves, man. How annoying are they, Foggy multitasking? Losing that wisp. A little bit of extra XP. And now it's Dryads.
Yeah, and Lin sees the timing absolutely perfectly here as well. Now he should have the first couple of Shaman coming out soon. That's going to have Dispel with that finally against this Keeper. Foggy needs to get something done. He's got a lot of mana on the Keeper. Now is the time to slay.
With the Alchemist, okay. What's he going for? Acid Bomb in the back. Rest of the army is not really here, not connecting. Maybe setting up a trap with Huntress. No, not really. Only damage coming from the heroes, and it's not that much.
It is Hex first, by the way, for Lin. He knows this is going to fall off later, but right now it's really good. Next Entangle. Might be another kill. That's the big strength of that Keeper, of course.
Ooh. These clumped up headhunters are of course an invitation to Acid Bomb. But then follow-up is missing. That's a lot of damage though. Just no kills again.
A bit more mana on the Keeper. Foggy was probably hoping for more here with his aggressive move. More than just one single measly headhunter kill. That's all he got so far.
This is just so good, so careful. And this is the difference between Lin and all the other orcs. Like how many early game losses we've had even with grunts in this tournament.
Wait, is that tier 3?
Yep, that's tier 3.
Whoa!
Get your rah-rah-rahs ready, everybody. You might need it. And you were right, man. You predicted it early in the broadcast. Lin will go tier 3 at least once.
Well, you know, I didn't think of this option, but I'm gonna take it.
Don't tell the audience, man. Just display yourself as the expert you are. Let yourself shine.
Really interesting. So, Berserker upgrade coming in, and Master Training for the Shaman for Bloodlust, aka Rah Rah Rah. And a TC third! This is like a ladder strategy. Normally, in tournament play, we never see this, but it is working out.
So far, of course, Dryads can't be stunned, but having this aura, it's gonna be so much movement speed down the road at the moment. Lin is only 1-1. Not much usability in this army. Only Hex, no heal wave. Foggy is expanding now, seeing how slow this game is going, but he must know that it's tier 3 now, right? He saw it, I guess.
Acid Bomb again, but where's the follow-up damage?
Not there,
Shadowhunter
man.
gets level 2, now he has the heal wave. That's a big upgrade there as well. And Foggy's whole army is unarmored.
Yep.
Was that the right call? Archers may have been a better choice.
Can he try to go for bears? But it's also such a long tech tree.
Dude, this game alone is gonna see a surge in Farseer headhunters against Nyla on ladder. I know it already.
The one matchup that was safe.
Safe no longer.
Nope. Invaded. Yeah, Lin...
Levels for Lin, not the greatest yet, but if he starts leveling here, Lin is gonna get crazy strong. If he gets to 3-3-3, 4-4-4, Lord have mercy on your soul, Foggy.
Peons moving over. I don't know, man. This is a purge immediately has to staff out. Hex against it. There is a TP. Can he stomp him? No, it's just Endurance Aura first. But that's a TP. That's a safe expansion for now. Did he buy a Tiny? Of course he did buy a Tiny. The Peons are already in position. Creep speed is excellent. Lin is moving further and further away from Foggy and closer to the semifinal.
Great game by Lin. Foggy, I think, getting completely off guard. Getting caught off guard. The Huntress just suffer so much from the damage of the Headhunters. If you don't get the early kills against Headhunters, you're going to be in big trouble in the mid game. And I think if you just went Entangle first to deal with the initial Farseer harass better and just Archers, that might be better. Yeah, but, you know, ideally you want to scout for that. But of course, can't always be on the forefront of your mind, as nobody plays this in tournament play. And it was such a smart choice here for Lin to choose this strategy.
Especially with the score like this, right? He knows if this fails, I still have my own map to close it out on map 5 if it needs to be. And if this works, I'm looking like a freaking genius, so let's try this.
And he found a bit of accuracy.
Yo, that's pretty decent. Okay, Foggy, what's left in your usually so genius mind?
So the best thing against this is mass mountain giants.
Yep.
But that takes a long frickin' time to tech to, which would be a long time for Lin to mine off of his 2 bases.
Foggy has 2 bases as well. Love to know if he's teching, but then the heroes will be out of control, right? He's approaching 3-3 already. Also, bad thing about Dryads compared to Hunts and Archers is... look at the damage against buildings. It's basically non-existent. Their strength is poison damage. Can't poison buildings. That's it.
It looks like Foggy's trying to buy time. Trying to disrupt mining a bit and force Lin back, slow down his creeping, and buy time. I think he's going tier 3.
Yeah, I think so.
He's
too.
not going into upkeep. He must be going tier 3 right now. And that should mean either Mountain Giants or Bears. Of course, Bears are the star of the patch, but MGs against this specific army might work out better.
200 corpses there. 2 heal scrolls plus heal wave.
Wait,
whoa.
When did they die? Did you deny them?
Kinda good question. I don't know. Another building cancelled here. Foggy, piercing damage against him, Dryads on the battlefield. If he's in range of these headhunters, everything is melting.
Easy purges against the Shaman, the Master Training on the Shaman, providing so much mana. Rah, 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 Bloodlust flying in everywhere. The damage is crazy. Foggy has to play this so careful. Still trying to buy time. Foggy is finally in upkeep. But if it's only Dryads,
you missed. There's a step of preservation, needs it now. Okay, the position is decent, trying to squeeze Lin into that choke. But this is, of course, a lot better with Headhunters than it would be with Grunts and Raiders, etc. Dryads are falling, they feed experience like crazy. Going for the TC, who has an Invo Potion, of course. Damage is stacking up against the Raider, but oh boy, that Alchemist is in a world of hurt. And he was the carry. He has a potion, he has an Ankh. And using that now.
Right, when they just get looked at, though, they're getting destroyed by these headhunters.
Keeper next. They want to dive. Worst position possible. Is the staff ready? Staff is ready. Gets greeting by the TC. Can we get one mountain giant out, maybe, to stop that damage? No, the Lord, there's no production at all. Alchemist is finally, not falling. Returns to focus on that TC. Lin doesn't want to overcommit. He has a 20 supply lead. He knows if he plays this patient, if he plays this careful, then he is the second Warcraft 3 legend in these semi-finals. If he oversteps, maybe there's a chance for Foggy, but that's doubtful at this point.
Yeah, pushing forward. Lin is on his way to the semi-finals, finding so many more kills, takes out the lures. No mountain giants, no bears here coming in anymore. And the moon juice is running down, running dry quickly. And once there's no more of that left, there's going to be no more healing and no more chance for Foggy. This will not be another semi-final entry for the Ukrainian, as his entire army is getting eviscerated. 70 supplies still for Lin. He has not lost much this game, has he? Strong heroes here with 3-3-2, about to level up even more. This tri-hero, this headhunter strategy on tier 3, so powerful. GG.
Absolutely overwhelming is Lin in this matchup. 3-2-1. Foggy is eliminated. His drought continues. He just can't make it into the top 4. But hey, he is clearly playing with a disadvantage, and he still made it into the round of 8 over 1-2-0 and Law Lion. So that is an accomplishment. He represented the Western scene really, really, really well. But today, his opponent is Lin, and he's the best Orc vs. Night Elf player in the world.
Yeah, I was hoping he would be showing up here in this shape. A lot of Orcs were sounding and feeling very desperate, and as the Knights were slaughtering them all over, but Lin shows with impeccable play, you absolutely can do it. Even on the first map, he was pretty close to a victory there at times, although Foggy, his strongest performance was on map 1. It seemed to fall off after that, and Lin really kicked into overdrive there in that series. He's gonna meet Colorful tomorrow in the semifinals. Colorful can study the game that Lin played against Foggy, but same is the case for Lin himself. He can also study the game that his opponent was having, and that is gonna be an Orc versus Night Elf par excellence.
Oh man, I am so looking forward to this. We have two veterans, the number 1 and number 2 top earners of the history of Warcraft 3, and we have two semi-final debutants in Colorful for the first time in the top 4, and same goes for 15 Sway, the star of this entire tournament. Can he make it one round further? Can he really do it to the grand final? I don't know, man. I feel like I'm living the dream, he's living the dream, but tomorrow his opponent is Moon.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a tough task, and on paper, again, it seems like he doesn't have a chance, but that doesn't matter. That's what it's been like this whole tournament. 15 Sway in this underdog position. That's where he's excelling. He was able to get out of the group of death. He defeated Chimiko, and maybe he can even do it against Moon. Tomorrow he's gonna be playing Human again, like he did before against Foggy and Lawlight. It's gonna be a great best of 5 there. And Colorful versus Lin. Some of the best Night Elf versus Orc in the whole world, and that's gonna be a tight series.
The storyline's already set, right? It is either the best match imaginable when it comes to earnings and tier 1 titles in Moon versus Lin, these fan favorites and legends, or we get the debutant who's 19 years old in the final, which is amazing, or we get Colorful with a shot at the first tier 1 title ever and the rematch from DreamHack Summer. This is gonna be incredible, man. This is a cast's dream. This WGL delivers big time.
Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful to see these players here perform so well. I think we're pretty much down to the best players. Chimiko almost could have made it as well, but he made a few strategic errors, probably. But all 4 remaining players here are insanely good. And 15 Sway among them. Who the hell would have thought that? He finds himself among legends, and with the ability to chisel his name into the board of history himself.
Yeah, I think you already did. I mean, only 16 players ever made it to a WGL semi-final. He's among the names now of Infi120, TH, Moon, Happy Fly, Lin, Foggy. The greatest of this game. Remind, of course, not to forget about him. And yeah, Colorful, Lin, Moon. They were on everybody's map. People expected this. And they delivered, unlike 120 or Lawlight, for example. But 15 Sway is there to ruin the party.
Yeah, what a great performance, man. What a great story where 120 and Lawlight were the disappointments of the tournament. 15 Sway is certainly the bright spot, making a lot of new fans for himself, and would love to hear him in an extended interview. He must be feeling so happy right now, and he must be so overjoyed, and everything right now is bonus. Pressure is going to be on Moon tomorrow to beat the underdog. Moon has a lot of fans himself out there, and it's been a while since we saw him grab that title here.
It's been a while indeed, man. That was a wonderful final, though, against Happy. And for Moon against Foggy. Both of them. They always won against Westerners. Will not be the case here. We have an interview with Lin coming up, and Wong is there to translate for us. And of course, my absolute fluent Chinese by now. So we'll see what Lin has to say. As far as I know him, it was all just luck. That would be his normal answer. Hey Lin, say hello to the fans. Hello, I'm Lin.
아까 포기 선수랑 경기했을 때 3대1로 이기셨는데 지금 컨디션이 어떠세요?
컨디션이야 다 비슷하고요. 제가 일단 포기 선수가 인터넷 환경적으로 제가 더 유리하기 때문에 이기는 게 당연한 거라고 생각됩니다.
首先状态的话就感觉差不多，但是 Foggy 选手
How do you feel about your current shape? Well, should be pretty good, I guess.
Foggy 选手好一点，所以这一点可能是关键。
好，那其实我们看到在晋级的4
Well, what would you say about your performance today?
这个暗夜的话，那就是3个暗夜对阵到他唯一一个兽族，那他对这样的一个对阵形式是怎么看的呢？
지금 4강 선수 중에서 15세 선수가 만약 나이테프를 사용한다고 가정했을 때 4강에 나이테프 선수가 3명이 되거든요. 이런 상황을 어떻게 생각하고 있어요?
Well, I think I'm not in the best shape ever, but I had the better ping,
맵적으로
so that helped.
상당히 유리하기 때문에 이번에는 무조건 나일이 우승할 거라고 생각되고요. 15세 선수 같은 경우는 나일전 빼고는 다 나일을 하기 때문에 나일 선수라고 보는 게 맞는 것 같습니다.
So 15 Sway plays Night Elf 2, which means there are 3 Night Elves on the top 4. How do you think about this?
有一名是他，然后整体的地图库来说的话，对暗夜选手还是比较有利的，而且我觉得15岁选手除了对战暗夜精灵之外的其他种族，他都是会选择暗夜精灵这个种族，所以应该把15岁选手当做一名精灵选手来看。
是的，非常感谢令给我们带来的一波实力分析啊。那最后一个问题了，就是他即将在4强赛当中，首先面临到的是 Colorful 选手的挑战。那 Colorful 选手一路以来的话是晋级非常顺利的，那他怎么去评价 Colorful 现在状态？他觉得自己有信心能够战胜 Colorful 吗？
지금 4강戦상대 선수로 컬러풀 선수인데 컬러풀 선수가 요즘 기세도 강하고 성적도 되게 좋은 선수라고 평가받는데 컬러풀 선수를 상대했을 때 어떻게 생각하세요?
같이 연습도 해봤는데 상당히 잘하는 선수고요. 그리고 아마도 제 원래 목표는 4강이었기 때문에 이미 만족하고 내일 같은 경우는 상당히 힘든 경기가
Seems to be a long answer.
그냥 멋있는 경기 보여드릴
Well,
수 있도록.
I thought there would be 4 Night Elves in the top 4 since the map pool is really good for Night Elves now. And we should consider 15 Sway a Night Elf player since he only plays human versus Night Elf.
而且我定的目标是4强，所以我已经晋级4强，我已经达到了我的目标。所以明天的比赛。
So what about tomorrow's match against Colorful? How do you feel about it?
粉丝带来更精彩的比赛。
好的，非常感谢令神来接受我们今天的最后一场采访，也希望今天晚上能够好好休息，来备战我们明天决赛的舞台。拜拜，晚安。
As always, overjoyed to be part of these interviews. So we're waiting for the translation, how he feels. I would say, as always, he's not that confident. So first of all, I want to give respect to him. He's super strong. Also, top 4 was my goal. So I reached that already. So I'm happy, but I will, of course, do my best. Tomorrow's matches, it's again starting at 10 a.m. Central European Summer Time. Moonverse 15 Sway to open this up. Clash of Generations. And then we got the second semi-final of Lin versus Colorful. Night Elf versus Human, Night Elf versus Orc, and then the grand final, Remo. 3 more series, and then we have our new NetEase champion.
China or South Korea, who is it gonna be? Is it gonna be the legends? Is it gonna be the young guys? Are we gonna have new finalists? We're gonna have a lot of questions to be answered and a lot of awesome Warcraft to be played tomorrow. Same time as today. 3 more matches for our new champion.
Not the end of the day, you head back to Warcraft. We continue our broadcast with DreamHack Fall. Close qualifier in Europe and America. The legendary Kevin Schwem is in, Starbuck is in, and plenty others. Starts in pretty much exactly 18 minutes. We have to restart the stream real quick to get the necessary delay on. I'm not even sure. Remo, will you be here or do you take a nap?
Yeah.
You're
Me
here.
be here.
Yeah,
Me be here. Yeah.
You're very wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, the Back to Warcraft show continues. Thank you very much, Sonic, for the 250 bits. That stained glass art, it's so cool. It's look that the Blood Mage gives you right before the flame strikes your town. Kafik, 54-month resub. Yusa, thank you very much for the sub. Quarter Regime, Der Shosh, Freedom, Ataria, Purple. You guys sub a lot. Thank you very much. Feel free to check out the giveaway, !giveaway, and the about section for links to the sub page and donations, even with crypto, the Patreon, and so much more. It's going to be a long day of Warcraft, so see you in a bit.